Okay, it's a beautiful fall day. We're doing the water meter and water pressure test, but all things water really. The home faces south. We're out here by the mailbox. We're in the Parkway. We're in the Parkway green belt, and we have an electronic water meter, which makes it very difficult for a home inspector to determine whether the house has a fresh water leak. So we've identified the water meter, and I'm just going to disclose that I won't be able to very much tell you whether you got a fresh water leak. Alright, we'll leave our toys there. Now we're going to check. House faces south, so we're on the west side of the garage, and we're going to check the water pressure. Check the water pressure. We're looking for between 40 and 80 psi. And right here, it looks like we got about 85, 90. We're going to leave that on because it should sit there for a little bit. It might back off a little bit, or it may stabilize it. It rarely gets higher. We're just going to leave it there for a little bit. But this tells us that we have over 80 psi. Over 80 psi. This home has too much water pressure. How that would be dealt with is that we'd have a reduction valve somewhere in line, because cannot find some things I can't see here. I can't find a main water shutoff valve to the house. There might be one in the garage, and we might talk about it later, which you've probably seen it in an earlier video, because the videos are broadcast in the order of the report instead of in the order that they were recorded. But at this point, we do not have a main water shutoff valve. Let's just continue on here a little bit, because we're continuers. And we'll come on along here. This is the front of the home, south side of the home. And these are the main sewer cleanouts right here. You got a double cleanout. That's a good thing. One goes this way, and one goes this way. All right. So that way you never have if you have a problem with the inside, it goes in here. Put the auger, the snake, the rotor-rooter, call it what you will, it goes in here, and then it goes into the house. Over here, if you have a problem farther out in the yard, it goes in here, it goes this way, so you never have an empty area. You never have a blank space. It goes out towards the street. Now this is interesting. This is interesting because we have a clean out here too. Yeah. So we got a clean out here too, so apparently at some point somebody needed to get into the plumbing a little farther out in the yard. It might have been when the home was built. It might have been since the home has been occupied. I don't know. But we have an additional clean out. So this is my method. Double clean out in front flower bed, east side of the front porch. Additional clean out in the front yard near the Parkway sidewalk. Alright, so those are our cleanouts. So let's get a couple spares. Pick up a couple spares while we're at it. Keep moving on along. This is the gas line. And you've already seen this in the other video. I probably should have put these together. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. We're still looking for the bonding, electrical bonding. The water heater is discharging. The temperature pressure relief valve drain line is discharging too far away from the ground. This is the control wires for the lawn sprinkler system. And this piping is broken right here. And that'll allow water into your water system, and it'll cause you some maintenance problems in the future. And then, still on the lawn sprinkler system, the spray head is too close to the house. It's not supposed to be any closer than 4 inches. I think 6 inches is a better measurement. Some people say more, 12 inches, But the most narrow distance I have ever heard in a class or spoken about is 4 inches, and that is less than 4 inches to the house. Less than 4 inches to the house. Because it'll spray the house. So what do we learn? We learned that our meter's in the yard, it's electronic. We learned that we don't have a main water shutoff valve. We learned that we have too much water pressure. We learn, speaking of lawn sprinkler, we're learning, I can't find a check valve. Bonus round, I guess. See over here, you got your neighbor's meter, your meter. Neighbors have a lawn sprinkler system, you have a lawn sprinkler system. Your neighbors have a check valve for the lawn sprinkler system, and I cannot locate a check valve for your lawn sprinkler system. I'm just not seeing it. If I find one in the garage, I've seen them in the garage, but it's very rare. If I see it, you'll see it in another part of the report. But so far, we learned that our lawn sprinkler system doesn't have a check valve. Our lawn sprinkler control piping is broken, and lawn sprinkler heads are too close to the house. And I'm not finding a weather sensor. We're also learning that our lawn sprinkler system does not have a weather sensor. Is there one hidden over here? I've been looking for them, and I'm just not seeing it. So we don't have a weather sensor. We're also learning that our water pressure is too high, and we don't have a main shut-off valve. And that's it.